All right, everyone. Welcome to the Tutor Talks podcast. I'm your host, Tomas Garcia, and we're here with Rudy Munoz, my co-host. So basically, we decided to start this podcast about a week ago. We were playing 2K, and we just came up to it, and we were just like, dude, we waste 2 hours talking about basketball just like every night, and we were like, might as well do something with it, try and monetize it, become billionaires. Who knows? And when we first came up with this idea, we workshopped it. We just tried to figure out how to record on Zoom, do everything. And we wrote talking points and stuff, but it all kind of seems relevant now with everything that came out these last couple of days with, the NBA. Like, is the NBA even going to return?
Maybe.
So maybe it looks possible. I think LeBron James is the one that's kind of pushing it, because he's if either I think if Giannis, LeBron, or Kawhi say they're out, I think the season kind of tanks. So right now that those three seem on board, I think everything is gonna be all right for now. So were you on Twitter when the Kyrie story broke?
I saw it yesterday, but I don't think it happened yesterday. I'm pretty sure it happened a couple days before that.
It happened 2 days ago, I think.
Well,
So,
the phone call was Friday, right?
the phone call, I don't know. I think it was Friday, but I was just on Twitter and I saw I think Shams tweet about it first, and I was like,
Yeah, I saw it, and then
I thought it was just
they were just saying, it's not right to continue the season.
at first I just thought it was just Kyrie like by himself, and like I know he's the Players Association vice president, like I know he's one of them, but I didn't think like anything about it at the time. I just thought he was just saying that, But then as more tweets started coming out, it like came that apparently someone said 2/3 of the top 40 players, I don't know, something stupid like that, don't want to play, but I think that number is exaggerated. There's no way that 2/3 of the players don't want to play. Do you think so?
If they didn't want to play, they would have never came up with this absurd playoff thing.
Yeah,
It would have just been a waste to come up with that.
the thing would have failed. It would have failed like early on. I don't think it would have gained this much traction. That many players didn't want to play. But at the same time, everything did change with George Floyd. I think
the vote before George Floyd.
The vote might have been before George Floyd. The bubble idea might have been before George Floyd. So everything kind of changed.
That's true.
Yeah. So there's that, and there are some people that are worried about just COVID in general, and it's reasonable. Like, shit, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting at home. So I understand that. It's each individual. I think, from my perspective, I think each individual player should choose, right? Like, I don't think.
Of course, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be up to the players. It's just when it comes to all of this, they start thinking about whether or not you're going to penalize them in regards of their money, and that's where it gets complicated.
Yeah, that's what I was, because Jared Dudley is the guy that I see tweet most about the money. He's saying that the league has structured it to where if something like this does happen, a lockout or a pandemic, the owners will get the money back and not the players.
Yeah, and
so
that's why get paid.
That's why the big thing is, the thing is though, some players don't care. Like they think we can do so much more from home, we're safer, but their perspective from both sides. Like the thing I found most interesting is that Kyrie Irving and Garrett Temple, two of the biggest people that started the arguments for both sides, play for the same team. It's not like every team is like on the same page, right?
Yeah.
So they're both vice presidents of the Players Association, so they're both like prominent figures. I do wish though that Kyrie wasn't the one leading the charge on this. Like, I would when I heard Avery Bradley backed it from the Lakers.
Yeah,
that was when I realized, like, oh shit, it's real, because Kyrie wasn't even gonna play anyway, so I didn't think about it. Like, oh, Kyrie.
So it's irrelevant to him to even say anything. I mean, he's thinking in terms of it taking attention away from the situation at hand, which I get, but at the same time, he shouldn't have led the charge because he wasn't even going to be around to take away the attention.
So, but once I heard Avery Bradley and Dwight Howard, that's when I realized, like, oh shit, this could be a problem. This might be a thing. And like
Yeah.
I completely understand if they want to sit out, it's their choice, it's their right. I understand, and it's not like it's the end of the world. Like, I mean, it would suck to lose Avery Bradley because he's a big part of the Lakers' defense, and Dwight is too.
Yeah.
But I think with the extra free agent slots, there will be G leaguers, unsigned free agents. Jamal Crawford could get back in the league. Just certain players.
I mean, and like you said, at the end of the day, it's their choice. Because I mean, aside from that, you have COVID to worry about, which players have themselves and their families to worry about. So it's kind of hard to say you have to play. I mean, yes, they're going to be in the Walt Disney World Resort, confined and separate from everybody, but at the same time, it's still a risk they're taking.
Yeah, and I actually saw a report that the Disney employees won't have to stay in the bubble; that they're allowed to go home. And
Kind of dumb.
that would be, I think it kind of defeats the whole point. But at the same time, I mean,
Well, they said the Disney employees and the players won't ever be in the same
yeah, that's what
room.
that's the other side of it. They are not going to have to make direct contact with any of the athletes or anything, so it won't be a problem. Yeah, that's something. I was also so JJ Redick was the one that retweeted that, and he had Malcolm Brogdon on his podcast. Did you happen to catch that? He has a podcast over at the Ringer, and he had
I mean, I
Malcolm.
know Malcolm Brogdon's, leading marches and everything. So is Jaylen Brown. So that's those are the players I'd be interested in seeing what they're gonna
Yeah,
do.
I
I mean,
would.
Jaylen Brown is a huge player.
So yeah, Jaylen Brown, like he is a key player to a contender in my opinion, and he could and if he said, hey, I want to sit out, I think I can do more change at home. Then I would be like, yeah, I understand this guy's in the streets and stuff. And Malcolm Brogdon too, he's been leading marches and stuff, but he said he hasn't decided yet.
Yeah.
He said he wants to see, because also not all the details are out, like
Of how it's gonna go
of
down.
how it's going to be, how the bubble's going to be.
Yeah.
'Cause initially, didn't they say they were allowed to bring their families, and then they changed that?
I didn't know they were even going to. I never thought they would, to be quite honest. But I mean, how could you not? They're not going to be separate from their families for a whole month or two,
I mean,
So
yeah,
I
I
kind
don't
of, I would think they would be able to bring their families.
I thought so
I
too.
mean, well, I thought it was going to be Walt Disney World, so they were going to be like families were going to be all day at Walt Disney World where they're doing their thing on the court. But apparently, the rides and everything are going to be closed.
No, it's
All they're
going
going
to
to be
be.
able to do is golf.
Yeah, I thought Vegas would actually be a better place for this, because I just felt like they could be more separated at multiple hotels than in because how many hotels are there at Walt Disney World?
I'm pretty sure there's like probably a couple because I'm pretty sure they have their own thing, kind of like Downtown Disney.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure they have a couple, but at the same time, how many hotels do you need?
Yeah,
Really? I mean, you probably need two, one for all the staff and one for all the players. I mean,
the other thing I'm kind
I,
of confused on with this whole bubble plan is so if you don't go, you don't get paid, right? Which kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
But what about a player that didn't make the bubble, like Steph Curry? Because I heard he's still going to get most of his contract. So how does that work?
Well, I'm pretty sure because this whole bubble thing is all considered playoffs, that's a whole separate payment.
It is. Do you get paid more for the playoffs? I thought it's just you
Yeah,
get.
no, I mean it's part of your season, I believe, but you're not going to get money taken away from you if you don't make it. I mean, that's what I think. I don't
Okay.
I don't see the sense in that. I'm pretty sure they get a bonus for making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, because I think the way it works is teams make money obviously in the playoffs, selling tickets and everything, and from that portion of that income, they spread it out to players based off their annual salary or something.
All right.
It
Okay.
would make sense. So yeah,
Okay. Well,
I mean, I guess any players that don't take part in this would not receive that extra compensation. That's, I guess, how it would make sense for me to work. But I'm thinking simplest terms. It's probably way more complicated than that.
yeah, that makes sense. So and there's so many players that are just undecided, and they were just. I feel like I was reading more about the conference call, and I heard that I read some of Kyrie's quotes, and Woj kind of was making him out to be a bad guy. Woj was just
Hmm.
he was being a
I
diva,
saw that.
and
Where it had the two headlines, one from Woj, one from Sports Illustrated. I saw that.
yeah, that was it. But so apparently there was a Kyrie quote here. Let me pull it up right now. But it's like he wrote, if it's worth the risk, then let's go and do it. But if you're not with it, it's okay too. We've got options for both ways. Let's go middle ground to come. Let's just come to a middle ground as a family. That's what he said. And like Woj, I didn't even see Shams tweeting that. Who was tweeting like the whole thing? He was kind of not taking a side.
Yeah.
But like I just feel like he's being, even though Kyrie has been known to be a diva or like portrayed in the media as that, like in the past.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't sit well with me. Like, I think, the reason he's like, even though I thought someone else should have taken the charge on it, I think the reason that he did was just because he is a vice president and he wanted to give voices to like the 10th guy off the bench, because like,
Yeah.
if LeBron, Giannis, and Kawhi and James Harden and Russell Westbrook are all like, we want to go, it's kind of hard to speak out against that. But, so I understand why Kyrie came forward. I also saw these funny memes on the timeline. It was like, that photo of Kevin Durant where he's sitting on his
Yeah.
texting, and it was like, it said, thanks Kyrie, we couldn't get LeBron get another one. I thought that was
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, other than that, I laughed at the meme, but I just think Kyrie's being portrayed in a bad light.
See, the thing is, one, you have Kyrie who's not playing right now, and then I mean I just saw the other day also that another person against it is Steven Jackson. He's
yes,
obviously on a whole nother level in relationship with what happened,
yeah,
but he's also on a whole nother level in relationship to the NBA because I mean he's an analyst right now I think, or maybe he's not even an analyst, but regardless he's like a former player.
he has his
And
podcast. The
yeah, he has
all the smoke with
no smoke, all
no
the
smoke.
smoke, all the smoke.
I think it's all the smoke with
But but yeah, he's also against it. So it's like, I mean, you see their point of it taking away the
yeah,
attention that
it
it's
is a
receiving. So
distraction. I mean, I understand when people are saying it's a distraction. Like, yeah, it is a distraction, but at the end of the day, like first of all, I feel like media isn't even covering like the protests anymore. They're like peaceful protests. They're going on right now. No one's even covering them. So I don't
which
think
is true, yeah.
I don't think, like, even though it will be a distraction, like I think there are sides to it where you can argue that going to Orlando, like everyone's going to be watching you because you're going to be in the NBA. Like you're the only professional sport going on because baseball's union is like, and Rob Manfred are collabing or clashing heads and they're just disagreeing on everything. So I think if you go to Orlando, you have a huge platform
Yeah,
and that's what I think Garrett Temple is one of the people arguing that. And he also said you can invest your money into Black communities. So there's a good
exactly, and
argument.
that's going to be your money you're getting from playing, and without playing the NBA, you don't have that money, that opportunity to help impact it as much as you do already.
Yeah.
And I mean, if they do go to Orlando and they do play, they can do their warm up jerseys like they always do.
Yeah.
That's,
And
I mean, that it's a small thing, but
they could
it's
put a
media
patch.
coverage.
I saw someone say they could put like a Black Lives Matter patch, like the
Yeah,
Kobe patch.
I saw that too.
So I think that'd be a good idea. But if someone is like, hey, I don't want to go, I don't believe in it, I'm not gonna be like, you're
It's
what.
just I think the NBA. I mean, comparing it to MLB, NFL, MLS, I guess, and NHL, it's like the one sport organization that's very great at social activism, I think.
It is. It's definitely better than all the other leagues.
Exactly, and I think that's one of the reasons why you would want it to go on because I think it would bring attention to it.
I think
NFL wouldn't do it. MLB wouldn't do it, and if NFL
NFL
does, it's going to be for the wrong reasons.
NFL definitely wouldn't do it. I mean,
Yeah, so it's like
what's the guy's name? Goodell. What's his first name?
Roger Goodell. Roger
Roger
Goodell.
Goodell. He released a statement on them being wrong about Black Lives Matter, and he didn't even mention Colin Kaepernick. Like he didn't.
Yeah.
He's a jackass. I don't like him.
There's so many memes coming out from the NFL regarding that. Like they try to say something and try to, who was it? I think the 49ers did something and they were like,
Yeah, the
didn't you
49ers
guys
did the
release Colin
blackout.
Kaepernick and Eric Reed?
Yeah.
So
So
wow.
and
But yeah, I mean, it's interesting.
it is interesting. And so Another thing I was gonna say is there are like there are a lot of players that I think are doing it because of COVID. Like they have families and they just don't want to risk it. You know, there are players with like pre-existing health conditions and stuff, and like that
Of
I completely
course.
understand too. You know,
Well, yeah,
um,
I mean, if you're a team and say you're playing against Rudy Gobert, you know, let's just say the Utah Jazz. I'm not gonna like say him like specifically only him
yeah,
because it's a lot of players that were diagnosed and even more that we probably don't even know about.
yeah. There were
But
like
it's like
four
there's
net
no
players,
cure.
and only one was released on his own.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's no cure and there's no immunity to it apparently. There's some people are getting it once or twice, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I know someone that got it.
So it's like if
That
you're playing against somebody that's had it,
it,
you know, there's no sure thing about you're not going to get it again. So
you
it's
know.
like it's yeah.
Yeah. And so yeah, I saw Danny Green say something about it's not as safe as I would like it to be, and like I can't really I don't really haven't seen the full plan yet.
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci said something about it too. He said he actually liked the plan, which was
The
like
the plan that the NBA has to
yeah,
making sure everybody stays safe.
because he said it's the most creative one he's seen.
Well, it's creative. It doesn't necessarily mean
Well,
perfect.
I can't remember. He said something
I'm just
positive.
saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah, yeah. But he said something positive about it, and I thought that was interesting because he was one of the main guys being like, "Don't open up America too early," and he likes the NBA plan apparently. So
Yeah,
that's a positive. I mean, I don't know how reassuring that is to,
it's something. Yeah, that's true.
but
I get what you
it's
mean.
something, you know. Um, and yeah, I think that's really all I kind of have to say on that. Just I want to hear what Chris Paul has to say because he is the president of the Players
I
Association.
mean, I think you need to wait to see what the main all stars and superstars say because I
Yeah,
mean, at the
well,
end of the
because
day,
LeBron basically came out in support of it. I mean, I don't know,
yeah,
released a statement, but he didn't like post anything or anything. But he believes he can use his platform to for change, right? And so I don't know. I want to
I
hear.
just think at the end of the day, you got to see who shows up.
Yeah, and the one I'm like worried will decide not to show up is Giannis because he just had a kid.
Yeah, I don't think. I think he'll be less worried about. I think Kawhi is the one that would
Really?
stick.
Kawhi? Because
Yeah,
no, Kawhi was training like I heard Kawhi was
yeah,
training every
but
day.
think about who would be of those three guys who's least likely to sit out. Who doesn't sit out injuries? Who doesn't sit out for rest?
Giannis, but it's different though.
Exactly.
It's different though because it's not like he's not risking his own. I think it's for his like child. He
I don't think so.
there were reports that he hasn't been working out because he can't find a gym. Like I just feel like right now with the news we're getting about Giannis right now, like it's because
Yeah.
Kawhi and
Okay.
LeBron.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he couldn't find a gym or something. I don't know. And I
Yeah,
just
I know. Kawhi and LeBron have been like working like crazy.
working out. Like the thing about Kawhi is he sits out for injuries, but he wants to play for the big games.
True,
That's
true,
what
true. He
he
wants to play playoffs. That's
he
true.
wants. That's like all he's been focused on. So there's no way he's missing the playoffs. That's the whole.
Okay, yeah, that makes
That's
more sense.
that's the one thing I respect about Kawhi is like he's gonna be there for the playoffs.
For the
Um,
big games, he'll play.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and like there's certain players that right now have more influence. I think because of the teams they play on. Like I think overall James Harden is the better player, and if like he said I'm not gonna play, like it would be like a big deal. But I think Paul George would actually be a bigger deal because he's on a real contender. I mean
Yeah, but
the Rockets are
I
good.
don't see.
The
I don't
Rockets
see Paul
are good.
George sitting
I
with
don't see
them.
Paul. That was just an example. Like Anthony
Oh,
Davis.
okay, I
Like
get you.
I'm just saying like those type of guys. Even like Jaylen Brown, who's on the Celtics, or like I feel like those guys, even though they may not be as superstar as James Harden or Russell Westbrook, they might have more
Yeah,
influence on like the league.
yeah, yeah. On other players as well, and the team as a
Yeah.
whole.
Yeah, and Lou Williams said something interesting. He said it, like he did say it's a distraction, but he said he never said he wasn't going to play.
Yeah,
So
yeah, because he said Hoopers will hoop or Hoopers I want to hoop, something like that.
I don't know.
Basically saying he's gonna play.
I think he said he's going to play, but I think he also says it's a distraction. And some of these corny ass kids in his replies were like, "It's not a distraction." There ain't like, but like it is a distraction. Like
It
we know
is, yeah.
it's like I like even I'm gonna admit that like as selfish of an NBA fan as I am, like I want the NBA to come back really bad for my own
Yeah.
personal reasons, but I don't think I do think it's a distraction. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, without a doubt.
I also we had like we were gonna talk about writing about our contenders, but like I feel like right now we need to know who's even gonna come. You know?
Well, let's just do hypothetical in a perfect situation that they have all their players except for
All
the
the
ones we know for sure aren't going to be there.
all
I
the
mean, the East. Let's just get the East out of the way. It's pretty easy.
it's Milwaukee. It's Milwaukee. Like I think who do you think's you know what the more interesting question out of the East is who do you think's the second best team in the East?
Um, it's hard not to say the Raptors.
It it's hard not to say the Raptors, but at the same time, like playoff experience, yeah, the Raptors went to the finals last year and everything, but I think Boston's built for the playoffs, like the way their roster is constructed. They have versatile wings, which me and you both love. We think that's like the most important position in basketball,
Yeah,
like
that's
two-way
true.
wings. They
But they
have
have no big.
Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown. They have Ennis Cantor. I don't
Oh,
know.
they do, but only in his cancer.
He's good offensively. Defensively, I don't
No, no.
know.
I mean, he's a great big, but what else do they have besides that? Who's their backup big?
Um, what's the guy's name? Here, hold up. I'll pull up the roster. The guy that can. I don't know. I mean, they don't have like
Oh, Taco Fall.
Taco Fall. Yeah, Taco Fall will come out and save the Boston Celtics. No, but I don't think a backup big is that important. Like when, especially like who do
It is
the
when you're going up against Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka.
I guess, but I think like Jason Tatum could guard Marcus Brown. I'm trying to check where the backup center is. Oh, Daniel Tice, man, he's clamp monster. He's actually their starting center.
Okay, Daniel Tice is good.
Yeah, so
Yeah, Daniel Tice is good.
he
I
flew
do
over
like
my
him.
head. I don't even know why I didn't think of him. He's actually would be really good like defensively. And the last game he played pretty well. So I mean, his stats aren't bad. He's at 10 points. He's at 10 points and 6 rebounds a game. So I mean, that's solid, like rounding wise. Not rounding wise. But I think
Okay, but they also have. I don't know.
I think here's
They don't have
the
anything
thing.
else.
For me, the Raptors were the best coached team, and like they fit well together, and they have good chemistry. That's why I think the Raptors
Yeah.
did so well, and I think they would have been good in a normal playoff scenario. But I think in this scenario where they've been kind of interrupted, I don't know if they will like play as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, we like have to see how good these young guys come back into shape, like Pascal Siakam. Like I don't know, I'm worried about this.
Well, it's not that. I don't really think you got to worry about that. I think you got to worry about the old guys are going to come back re-energized.
Yeah, that's true. So Marcus all like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. But I mean,
do you think the 76ers squeeze in that number two at all?
no. The
No.
70s. I saw like pictures. Ben Simmons tweeted like he was ripped now and everything, but like, come on, man. They were a mess, and they couldn't win on the road, and they're gonna be on a neutral site now. Like their biggest advantage has just been stripped away. Like like if they were a 2 seed playing every series or a 1 seed and they got to play every series in Philly, then yeah, like they could upset the Bucks, right? Like they had home games. Like I would be scared of them. They have like best home record, but I don't.
Well, look, okay, so from the East, obviously you're saying that the Wizards aren't going to make it, right?
The Wizards, I don't know, because I think the way it's gonna work is there's a four game like if you're not outside of 4 games, then there's a play-in tournament, and you have to double them basically. So you have to the 9 seed has to beat the 8 seed twice, but the 8 seed only has to beat the 9 seed once to advance. And the Nines, right now they're 5.5 games back from Orlando. So, I mean, they could make it. It's very realistic that they could end up playing. And John Wall might be healthy. That's like the biggest, most interesting. That would be a great series. The Bucks.
That's what I'm saying. Well, wait. But okay, you got to think about it. So we have 7, 8, 9 are separated by what? How many games? Games behind. Okay, Washington is 5.5 games out
Washington is 5.5 games out. Yeah.
to catch Orlando. So they're either getting the 7th or 8th seed Washington, and they would have to go on a tear and just destroy everybody and hope that Orlando and Brooklyn lose all their games, right?
Well, no, because they only have to catch up. They only have to catch up one game, and then they have the playing tournament.
You're right. You're right.
They only have to make it up to 4, so they have to like win 1.5.
And do you think Brooklyn or Orlando falls to that 8th spot?
I think Orlando can take the 7th seed just because I think right now they're young and hungry
Yeah.
guys, and I think Brooklyn's more veterans, and veterans are the ones you got to worry about like just right now. So I think and if there are any teams to come back,
I mean, I just think Brooklyn lost what they had last year, which was their chemistry.
their chemistry, their
Like they had
swag.
such a great chemistry
I
last year.
was so happy about D'Lo thriving in not Golden State, Brooklyn. That was my
Yeah.
favorite like story out of the East. The Raptors were obviously like cool, like yeah, they won, Canada won, but like
So you say Brooklyn falls to 8th and they play Washington, right?
yeah.
Okay, and if Washington has John Wall, they take it.
Yeah, that would be.
Okay, so then
The thing is we need
so
to
then
see how John Wall is John Wall in shape because I remember he got fat like a couple years ago.
I think regardless of if John Wall is John Wall, any resemblance of John Wall plus Bradley Beal beats the Nets.
Yeah, because Bradley Beal was doing so much on offense for Washington. Like it was like a 2018 Cavs type thing where he played no defense. If it can get
Yeah.
back to where he's not like doing so much on the offensive end and he can play some defense, like he's not an all NBA type defender, but like just play some defense and have some of the load off him. I think they could really help, and they I think they would take it.
But I think even with John Wall, even if John Wall is at full strength and scoring, like if John Wall and Bradley Beal are putting up 50, together a game, I think they still lose to Milwaukee.
Oh, easily, yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah, okay, no, because
So
they have no
then
defense.
you would have
They have no defense.
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
even if Bradley Beal plays a little more defense, like they gave up
No.
the most points. They scored I think they were the highest scoring offense, but they were also the defense that gave up the most points.
But
So
yeah, and so after that you would have Orlando, Toronto, obviously Toronto again. It's
Toronto again.
back-to-back years where they would lose to them.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would have Philly versus Boston.
That would
This
be
is assuming the top 6 teams don't change, of course.
that would be.
So then
Well, I
Philly,
think
Boston.
actually, you know what? Let's look at the top 6 teams because I think that could have a chance. Well, I mean,
It's
honestly,
Milwaukee, Toronto.
Indiana and Philly are the only ones I think that can really switch. I don't think anyone else is going to switch.
Well, yeah, they're the same amount of games behind.
They're the same record. They have basically the same record.
Yeah.
So I think those
I
are
mean,
the.
I want to give it to Indiana just because they're healthy, but
Well,
you
just think
still don't
about
know
it.
what you're gonna get
Think
from
about
Victor
it. Victor
Oladipo.
Oladipo came back and he was like right, like he was average, like he wasn't Victor Oladipo from the past 2 seasons. But if he's had all this
Yeah.
time off to recuperate and like play, like I don't know, he could be dangerous. They could be dangerous, and I don't know. I really don't know how Miami, because Miami doesn't have playoff guys. They have Jimmy Butler, who like in Chicago was clutch and everything, but
Yeah, no. Okay, so let's say Philly moves up, Indiana goes back, right?
um. Oh, sorry, I got.
Even with the full
I think
service
well,
Oladipo, full service Oladipo.
no, I think you know what? I think Indiana goes down, Philly goes up. Because remember Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons were like injured. I think they both come with fresh legs and well, actually, so do you think Joel Embiid will be in shape? Because he's always been the guy to get out of shape.
If he's not and he has to go up against Miles Turner, that's not good.
That isn't good, but like I saw Ben Simmons and Ben Simmons looks like he's in shape. So He does. That's what you got to worry about with these like young teams. You know,
Yeah,
whether they have the
yeah, that's
discipline. Like
true.
that's the good thing about the veteran teams is they're disciplined. You know.
Oh, okay.
So I think like there's no one's gonna worry about the Lakers, the Clippers getting out of shape. Like they have veteran like leadership, veteran players that are just like LeBron and these guys. But and Milwaukee, everyone's gonna stay in shape there. I think if
Oh
Giannis comes
yeah, easily.
if Giannis comes back, then they're gonna be in shape. But I'm worried about Joel Embiid. Like I was worried about Jokic. I was really worried about Jokic. Like until I saw the skinny.
Oh, he looks crazy.
It was crazy. The thing is,
Which
do you
I
think?
don't think is the best. I don't think that's the best.
I don't know. I want to see him play because I want to. Is he still strong? Like if he's
He
still
look
like
he looks like thin, like scary thin.
he looks thin, but it's also because he was wearing like a baggy shirt. Like he could be like still like jacked, right? And he could just be like
I don't know, man.
thinned out. I don't know if he's still like a. Because the thing is I was thinking like offensively, I think it'll give him a boost. He'll be able to like because Denver was a dud offensively at the beginning of the season, and then he played himself into shape. He was terrible. He was
True.
and he's always played himself into shape. So if he comes into the
Yeah.
bubble into shape, they could be off like to a good start, but I don't know how he's gonna be defensively or just as a body. Like he's never been the best defensive player, but just like specifically as a body.
That's true. So you don't really care about his body as much, but he looked really. He looks skinny. I mean, I'm looking at the
Yeah,
picture right now.
he does look skinny. He does look skinny.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just as a center, you know,
All right.
he looks like a power forward right now.
Yeah, he does. Okay, but
But okay. So I'm gonna say we're gonna say Indiana falls back and Philly goes up, right?
yeah, I think so. I still think no matter
Okay.
how bad.
So in that case, you would have Indy versus Boston.
I go Boston. I don't even think twice.
You don't think so? I think twice, but I go Boston as well.
Really,
I don't have a lot of confidence in
because
Boston.
I saw, dude. You know what? I hate it because I'm a Lakers fan, but I like those guys, man. They're good. They're a good team. Like I remember the last weekend. It was like a couple weekends before the cancellation, and Lakers were playing the Celtics, and Jason Tatum like went off without Kemba. So if Kemba's there and he can handle the ball and do everything, and they have the defense with Jaylen Brown, who's like an amazing defender, I think
Yeah.
out of these teams, he's one of the best defenders. I think that they should be able to take care of Indiana easily. Like they could honestly sweep them.
I mean, but this is because we don't think Victor Oladipo is coming back as Victor Oladipo.
Even okay, if Victor Oladipo comes back as like 23 points per game, Victor Oladipo, which is I think the best he ever got to, I still think 5 or 6. 6 is pushing it.
Yeah, yeah. I think so too. But I'm thinking they're all going to be close games. That's why I
What
say
the ones I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll
I
see.
don't know. Okay. So then and then you have 4-5 Miami Philly, which would be a great
That would be a great.
matchup.
I'm just smiling thinking about that. That'd be amazing. You know, Jimmy Butler's revenge.
I think
Um,
Miami takes that easily.
I
I
so
don't think Joel could handle Bam at all.
I do think Joel can handle offense like defense. Yeah, Joel can handle man. It
No,
depends
I'm
how like if
sorry.
he gets.
I was watching the highlights where Bam cross him over and everything. Because
Oh,
Bam is not a back to the basket
dude,
center,
no,
you know?
Joel plus Ben Simmons is defensive. The thing I'm worried about. I go Philly. I go Philly. I think shit. Actually, no, I go Miami because Miami is like one of the best on the road teams, and Miami, even though I don't
They
think they
got
have
a
the playoff
bench.
experience, I have to see. The thing is, Miami has. This is one of the hardest things. It's one of the hardest series. Because Philadelphia does, even though they're young and whatever, they do have playoff experience before, right? Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid,
Yeah,
they all play.
definitely.
Outside of Jimmy Butler, who has been to the playoffs for Miami?
Okay, good point. But last year, why did Philly make it as far as they did?
Last year, where did Philly end up again? I forget. I'm blanking. Oh,
They
Jimmy
lost in the
Butler. Yeah, it was
championship.
Jimmy Butler. No.
Yeah, his
And
leadership. That's what I'm saying. That's I think that's all you really need
but
to
even then,
get Miami to get to where it needs to be. Because
isn't that
Philly doesn't have that leadership.
before Jimmy Butler got there? Isn't that where Philly ended?
I don't even know.
I
I
think
don't
I
remember who
think
they
so.
played the
They
previous
lost to
year.
Boston. They lost to Boston, the same spot. They should have
In the
beat Boston.
second round.
If they had Jimmy Butler there, they would have beat Boston.
I mean, I
They
just
were
don't think.
they were the favorites against the Kyrie-less Boston. Remember that series? They were the favorite. It was Terry Rozier, Jason Tatum, and Jaylen Brown. They're all kind of breaking out, and they couldn't handle him.
Was that last year?
But no,
No.
last year Kyrie was there and he lost to Milwaukee.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And then so they
I
couldn't
remember
handle
now.
him. I was shocked by that series. There was a couple of dumb plays though. Like I remember there was a game where the Philly should have won. Like Marco Bellinelli's foot was on the line. It was stupid. It was stupid.
I don't know. I just think
That
Miami
series was.
has enough to get them past it because I think they have great leaders and Philly doesn't. And
I
their
think,
coach.
I think they have. You're right. The one thing I can give Miami like definitely is the coaching. I used to have faith in Brett Brown. Brett Brown sucks. I mean, he has an embarrassment of riches. He has like two of the best young guys, and even though they're not the best natural basketball fit, you have to figure out a way to make it work. Like,
Yeah, it's not difficult.
I mean, it's not the easiest like coaching job in the NBA, but it's not rocket science. You know,
It's not.
I feel like they should be doing a
I don't
lot more
know.
pick and rolls. Like the Lakers, even though AD can shoot and LeBron can shoot a little bit more than Ben Simmons, they like were such a natural fit like from the beginning. Like even though they do fit
Yeah.
a little bit better as basketball players, they're kind of similar, right? AD and LeBron and Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid. Like Joel Embiid's not the
I
worst
mean, yeah,
shooter.
it's no. I think Joel Embiid is just as good a shooter as Anthony Davis from outside.
Yeah, so I think
Not mid range, just outside.
yeah, AD is lethal from the mid range, and Joel Embiid doesn't have
Yeah.
that. But outside actually, AD like was shooting like 50% since January or 45 since January or something. He was insane. But he's still like the beginning of the year AD like that's comparable to Joel Embiid's 3-point shooting. Like he takes too many threes sometimes, but he's not the worst 3-point shooter. Like you could figure it out. You could give him more post touches. Ben Simmons is a brilliant playmaker, so I think he could, do something with Joel Embiid. I know. I don't think you agree with me on Ben Simmons, right? You don't really like him as a playmaker that much.
I think he's a great playmaker. I just don't think he's a superstar, all-star.
Well, he's definitely an all-star. Superstar is questionable, but he's definitely an all-star. Dude,
All-star.
he's definitely an all-star.
To be an all-star, you got to be like top 8 at your position in the league.
As a point guard or a small forward? Because
Either one. What do you think he makes it as either one?
I think at small forward. A point guard,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know. I can't think of point guards right now. Point guard. Let's try a point guard. Steph is the best. What, healthy or like in the bubble or just?
Yeah, everybody healthy.
Steph 1, Kyrie 2, Russ 3, Dame 4. Those are the top 4. Everyone knows it. Like I don't think
James Harden?
James Harden's a shooting guard, man.
Okay.
Especially with Russ on
Chris
his.
Paul? Chris Paul?
Chris Paul, yeah, Chris Paul's better. So that's 5. Who am I blanking on? I think I'm Kemba. Is Kemba better than him? Because Kemba can't play defense, man.
Yeah, but I just think Kemba's offense just over gives him.
Dude, but Ben Simmons is so good
All
defensively.
right, skip Kemba. Devin Booker.
Devin Booker's shooting guard.
Oh, okay. D'Lo.
Dude, he's better than D'Lo. There's no doubt in my mind he's better than D'Lo. D'Lo, first of all, D'Lo, I love D'Lo. The man cannot play defense. He's
Okay,
not.
but you're just focusing on defense.
He's not the best offensively. Like, because Ben Simmons is like, there are like 4 players in the NBA that I think Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and I don't know, Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons. I think those are the 3 best defenders in the NBA. Like Patrick Beverley, I guess can squeeze. No, not really. Paul George is one up there. These guys, but Ben Simmons is up there, man. Ben Simmons is elite.
I don't know. I don't see his defense at all. To be quite honest, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. I'm not gonna say it's not there.
First of all,
No. I like.
just like naturally, like okay, like when he came in the league, just naturally, like his length and his
No. I'm just
athleticism.
saying I haven't seen it because I haven't looked for it, not because it's. I don't. I watch it and I don't
That's
see it at all. I just
that's
haven't seen it, like
insane.
actually seen it.
I don't know. I think shit. I think he's better than Trey
He
Young.
might. He
I
might
think
be an all-star.
Trey Young can't lead his team to the playoffs. I think Ben Simmons could. He proved it when Joel Embiid was injured and he went on like a tear. Like he was
What
in
is
every game.
Luca?
Oh shit, Luca's. Yeah, Luca's a point guard. Luca's better than him. Luca's a point guard, shooting guard. He's like listed as a shooting guard, but I think he's a point guard. He's really.
Small forward. He's everything.
But dude, look, D'Lo's only averaging like D'Lo's not better, man. D'Lo couldn't win like. And D'Lo's not. I love D'Lo. D'Lo is one of my favorite guys. I was just talking about it earlier. He's like one of the coolest guys, and I love the Brooklyn thing. Is your mic okay? It's like a little like.
I just think he's an overall better point guard. Because I don't think Ben Simmons' defense is elite, but I haven't seen it. I have to do my research.
Dude, Ben Simmons' defense is so literally everyone talks like that's one of his best qualities. Like even just when he's not playing well or anything, he just has great defense. He's just a stopper. Like that's what he's known for. When mainly like he's Magic Johnson offensively a little bit. Like he has Magic Johnson in his game, but dude, this I don't know. That's crazy.
Okay, so you're saying Miami or Philly?
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go. You know what? I am gonna go Miami because I don't think that. I think that offensively, Joel Embiid can handle Bam, but I think defensively, Bam will shut down Joel Embiid. Because defensively, he is one of the better defenders in our league. We saw what he did to Giannis. Like remember that when they played and he blew him out.
Yes.
So that's one of the guys that in fact that's like the worst I think matchup in the East for the Bucks, the Heat. Just because their offense is designed to give up threes. Milwaukee's defense is designed to give up threes, and they're Duncan Robinson. They have good shooters. They have good shooting. The only guy that can't shoot right now on that team is Jimmy Butler, who isn't the worst shooter. He hasn't been throughout his career, but this season he's just sucked at it. But
he hasn't been that great.
They have a good 3-point shooting offense, and dude, I think I'm gonna go Miami. I'm gonna just go Miami just because I think Miami won't upset Milwaukee just because Giannis will literally will them to the finals. But like it will be. That will be the most interesting playoff series, I think. I think they're the team that
Which one, Miami or Milwaukee?
I think that's the only team in the East that can Boston too. Boston. I think Miami and Milwaukee are the only two teams that because I don't think the Raptors can challenge Milwaukee. I think the Raptors could beat Boston and I think the Raptors could beat Miami, but I don't think that the Raptors can beat the Bucks. And I think that
Why? What do you think separates the Miami and Boston from the Raptors in terms of defending the Bucks? Because all you need to do is defend the Bucks.
It's not defending the Bucks. It's that Miami's offense is designed to produce threes, or it produces a lot of threes. It's not designed to produce threes, but it produces a lot.
And you don't think Milwaukee could defend the three?
Their defense is literally known. This year's Milwaukee defense is designed to give up threes and force you to go inside, or force you to not you're not.
Okay, but if they're getting rained on, you don't think they'll make the adjustment?
Well, I don't know, man, because they got rained on. I forget. I think Miami was the team that really.
Okay, but that's in season. That's not a 7-game series.
That's true. You're right. I don't know. I think the Raptors have a good 3-point shooting. Fred and Kyle and.
I don't care about their offense. That's the thing. You're focusing on their offense.
Defensively though, the reason I choose Miami as the most interesting team is because I think that they're the only team that can form a wall like Kawhi did last year against Giannis that effectively stops him with Bam. I don't think the Raptors have anyone, and I think Boston can offensively outduel Giannis, but I don't think they have anyone that can stop him either.
Okay, but let's say you do that thing with Bam where he guards Giannis.
Yeah.
You don't see Chris Middleton doing enough to help him
I don't
out?
see him doing enough to I mean, I do. I do because I think Milwaukee is the favorite, But if they were to do it, I think that like Miami is the only team that can like kind of really push just by the way they're designed. If everyone comes back in shape.
Okay, and then what about if you have the Raptors defend? You don't think the Raptors have anybody that could defend them?
I mean, I guess Pascal Siakam can try and Serge Ibaka can try. Like I don't know. I feel like Kawhi was the guy last year that just did it. And
Yeah, no, of course. Without Kawhi, it changes everything. But I just think the Raptors are much better, much more versatile with that size.
yeah, but okay, here's the thing. Who's guarding Giannis? I can't remember. Who's guarding Giannis those first 2 games that they like got destroyed in?
On the Raptors,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Pascal and Serge.
It was Pascal and Serge. And they got torched, right? They couldn't stop him. And so I just think
Of course.
that's – even though I think, Pascal – I think Serge is getting older, but I think Pascal maybe has come into more of his own defensively. I don't think he can handle Giannis like Kawhi can. And I do think that Bam can. But I don't think that the Heat – I don't know. The Heat are the team that can like just are designed to beat Milwaukee, but they're not – they don't have the talent. But if they catch Milwaukee on a bad day, I think they could.
I mean, I do think Miami and the Raptors are the best suited against Milwaukee. I don't think Boston stands a chance. Because I don't see anything in Boston to get them through Milwaukee, offensively or defensively.
Jason Tatum. Dude, I'm sorry. I know we disagree on Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum is the future of like – it's like the –
Okay, but if you have Jason Tatum, who do you think is guarding Jason Tatum?
Well, okay, so if Jason Tatum is guarded by – do you think he's going to be guarded by Giannis? I guess it's powerful.
No, I think he'd be guarded by Chris Middleton.
I think Jason Tatum can torch Chris Middleton. Torch. Absolutely torch.
As in cross him over and get into the lane, not shoot over him, right?
Yeah, but I think he can get an open shot just by creating space because he's fast. He's a good handle.
I guess. I mean, I like the length better.
They're the same height. They're both 6'8". They're both 6'8". Like if Giannis guards Jason Tatum, then yeah, I guess. But then they still have Kemba, and Eric Bledsoe's a good defender, but like Kemba's still. They have like I'm saying they have a lot of offensive firepower. They have and some days Marcus Smart gets cooking, and dude, literally, I'm a Lakers fan. I'm wearing a Lakers jersey right now. I hate the Celtics.
You're just thinking about, but you're thinking that they are great offensive players, but they're gonna get no inside shots against Milwaukee.
I mean, do you think Canner can score inside? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's.
No, I think Serge or Marcus.
I think that the second most talented roster. I think the second most talented. Wait. Are you talking about the Raptors? I thought you were talking about Milwaukee. I thought we were talking about Milwaukee.
No, you said yeah. No, you said Boston. You said.
No, I know, but we're talking about Boston scoring and Milwaukee. You said Serge. Or Mark.
Yeah, Serge is a. No, I'm saying Boston against. Oh, okay. So you're thinking about the second round matchup, Boston Raptors.
I was thinking Boston Milwaukee, but you said Serge and Mark.
Yeah, Serge and Mark are on the Raptors. Oh, you're right. Yeah, but even then, I still don't see Enes Kanter scoring on Brook Lopez or Giannis. Or Robin Lopez.
Okay, but the thing is like you can beat them by there's only one team in the NBA that has shown that they can score on the interior against the Bucks, and that's the Lakers. I remember they shot so many they
have Anthony Davis.
They have Anthony Davis, LeBron James, they have great. But so that's what I'm saying.
JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they have those guys. So
they have bigs. They have real bigs.
I love my Lakers.
No other team has real bigs.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But like, they're not. The thing is, for most normal teams, the blueprint to beat Milwaukee is shoot a lot of threes, and I think that Boston can do that. And I think Brett Brown is a great he can draw up some good X's and O's. He can do some good plays. So
hold up. They're saying that Jason Tatum is an inch taller than Chris Middleton, but I don't think that's true, and I think Chris Middleton has a further reach.
Just look it up, man. I don't know. They're like the same length. I think they're literally the same size.
Jason Tatum wingspan is 6'11". Middleton.
Milton doesn't have that long of arms, does he? It's
Oh,
not
they
like
have the same. Okay, I don't know.
they're
They don't
literally
look the
the
same, but
same.
they
So
are, I
it's not
guess.
like he's gonna be like clouding over and blocking every shot.
That's what I thought it was. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
That they do not look the same length.
they
Okay,
do.
so anyways, it would be Miami, Milwaukee, and then Boston Raptors, Boston, Toronto. So Miami, Milwaukee, obviously Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, but I think
Six game series. 6 game series.
I think yeah, 6 game series. Yeah, perfect.
6 game series, but Toronto starts off 3-1.
I thought we were talking Miami and Milwaukee. Why do you keep going back to Toronto?
No, because wait, what I said I'm in Miami, Milwaukee. Yeah, 6 game series, Miami, Milwaukee, and the Milwaukee starts 3-1 and then wins in six.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. But I think
Okay.
all like that's a series where I think all 6 games are close. Like you were talking about that early. No, I think this is the series that all six
Mm,
games are close. Unless
no more than 10 points. No more than 10 points a win.
no more than 10 points. Yeah, like someone will be 9, but like
No
no,
buzzer beaters. I don't see a buzzer beater.
I don't see a buzzer beater in like any of these games. Like I don't. I just
I see a buzzer beater. Boston, Toronto.
yeah. I see Jason Tatum hitting that buzzer beater though.
I was gonna say Kemba Walker.
No, because Jason Tatum. Remember Madison Square Garden? He hit the game winner. They're gonna give the ball to
I don't
Jason
know.
Tatum. I think.
Okay,
I
so
think.
Boston Raptors. Boston wins. You're saying?
Uh, Yeah, I go Boston. I think I hate to disrespect the Raptors. They're the defending champs. They have most of the talent. They're missing Kawhi, obviously, who's like a big part of why they won last year. But I I think Boston is good. I think I really like
I
Boston.
don't know. What surprises me, I get that they lost Kawhi, but what I see is that they gained OG Anunoby,
Yeah, I mean he was there, but he
who's
was there.
basically Pascal.
He was there for their 2018 run, and
Yeah.
they didn't do shit in that run either. They got swept in
Yes,
four by
they
LeBron.
did.
They got swept by
Yes,
LeBron.
that's completely different. That's completely different.
Why?
Because it's LeBron.
I mean, yeah, it is LeBron. But like the Cavs team sucked, man. They should have at least taken a game.
100%. 100%. They should have at least taken it to 7. They should. I don't even think they should have lost. I think they should have won that one.
Yeah,
They had a
they
great team.
definitely should have won. Like that. They definitely should have won. I don't know LeBron. Like
They had nobody to stop LeBron.
and so that's why I saw a funny thing. Back when the NBA was contemplating this 16 or like 16 teams, no matter what conference thing, and
Yeah.
the Raptors and Lakers were on the same side of the bracket, and Raptors fans were like, "Oh no, LeBron's coming back!" Like, "Oh, I can't deal with this shit for another year." That made me laugh
Oh
so
god.
hard. But yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Like I just think you have on the Raptors, they have a great starting five and they have a great bench. I can't. I mean the Celtics
The
have like
Celtics
a
the
great
Celtics
six
have a
players.
great like 6-7 rotation with like
Yes.
Kemba, Marcus Smart, Jalen
Yes.
Brown, Jason Tatum, Enes Kanter, um, that's
These.
Gordon Hayward, these and
Oh, they forgot about Gordon Hayward.
yeah, Gordon Hayward exactly. And like I think he's gonna be healthy.
Okay, but out of all those players, you had 2 bigs. That's it.
Okay, no, but okay. Let's take the top. Let's do top 8 players from both teams. The best player is either going to be Pascal Siakam, Jason Tatum, or Kemba
Oh,
Walker.
it's Pascal. It's Pascal Siakam. Oh, okay. Out of the two, yeah, yeah,
I'm just saying these are the 3 best
yeah.
players.
Up in the air. Up in the air.
Like I mean yeah, Pascal Siakam. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard
No,
to
no.
say.
It's pretty even. I don't have a preference.
Those two are really
I'm
close.
just saying.
But so then who's the next best player?
Kyle Lowry
Kyle
or
Lowry.
Marc
Okay,
Gasol.
Kyle Lowry. I'll give it Kyle Lowry. But then you mean Marc Gasol?
I don't know. I think those two are pretty great.
Dude, Marc Gasol. First of all, Marc Gasol is not like even this year he's just declined from even what he was last year. I
No,
think
but he's still
the next best
he's still
players
Marc
are
Gasol.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown and Gordon Hayward. Are they not? Like, come on,
Okay.
those are the next 2 best players.
Okay, no, I get that.
So
But okay.
I think it's so out of the we did Kemba. Pascal, Jason Tatum,
Kyle.
Jaylen Brown, Gordon Hayward, and Kyle. Out of the 6 players, 4 of them are from Boston. And then
Yes.
I think, like, okay, one thing is, who do you think is better, Marcus Smart or Fred VanVleet?
That's a tough one. Just because Marcus Smart, it's all about his defense. Fred
It's all
VanVleet,
about
it's
his
all about his
defense.
offense.
It's all about it. Exactly. So I think they're kind of like a wash. Like
Yes.
I think they're kind of like a wash. So I just think, and Marcus and Serge are the guys that can make a difference, but I just don't think they're going to make a difference that much.
But then you still have OG Anunoby.
Yeah, I don't know. He's good.
You still have look, okay, but it's because
the guy you're right. They do have a deep bench. They have Norman Powell. They have OG Anunoby. They have the guy
Patrick McCaw, 3-time NBA champ.
Shut up. 3-time NBA champion. One of the only.
You got Stanley Johnson.
He's one of only 3 players to win championship.
I saw that. Countries. Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard. Like, bruh.
I don't know. I just think they're deeper and they have more, like, they mesh with each other so well. And I mean, Boston does too, but
I think both teams mesh with each other so well. But the thing is what's the most important position in basketball that me and you both agree on? It's two-way wings, right?
The wing.
It's the two-way wing. And like just a wing in general. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Gordon Hayward. Those guys are the difference makers. Even throw out Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum.
I know. I love Jordan Hayward, but he's not the same right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's good. He offensive. In fact, remember he got really hot and they were going on a win streak before he got his injury.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so you don't care at all about OG Anunoby?
I don't care about OG Anunoby. So
okay,
we gotta move on.
I mean, I haven't seen enough for him to like.
We gotta move on, dude.
For him,
I just checked the time, dude. It's 11. I didn't even really.
But basically, okay. So you say it's not 11. Okay, but okay, wait. So basically, you say Boston beats Raptors. I'm gonna say Raptors beat Boston. So at the end of the day, you either have the Raptors or Boston against Milwaukee. Obviously,
Milwaukee wins. So we're done with East.
Yeah, East. Obviously, it was easy. We just had to go through it.
Yeah.
So now the West, it gets a little bit more tricky.
We wasted too long. So okay, I want to start with the A seed in the West. I want to start off with the West first, okay? Or with the A seed situation. So right now there are 4 teams, really 3 teams that are in contention for the A seed. It's 5 teams actually. Sorry. It's Memphis, Portland, New Orleans, Sacramento, and San Antonio. And remember, the way it works is 4 games in the play-in tournament. Do you know how it works if there are multiple teams that are within 4?
I don't. That's what I was thinking about too.
So I was like, because if they all, I guess maybe they'll choose the best one. Will they choose the best one? Like if
I think they'll go bottom to top. So like if there's 3 teams and they're all separated. Oh, they'll figure out something.
They'll choose. I think they'll just choose
for each one.
I just think they'll choose the best
8 and 9.
The team that's with the best record to play.
Yeah. So from that, I know one team we could just get rid of right away.
I think San Antonio.
Why do you say San Antonio?
I just think they don't have the team to compete with these other guys. And
you want to know why I say San Antonio?
Why do you say San? Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge. I forgot about him.
Breaking news. Yeah. Breaking news. I just saw that.
Yeah, so I mean, I think he came out a while ago, but he's not going to be there, so we get rid of San Antonio. And me and you are both not really high on the Kings, right? We both don't really like the Kings.
I don't think the Kings.
Because we liked them last year, but we Luke Walton is just not a good fit.
I think it's Memphis, Portland, New Orleans.
Memphis, Portland, New Orleans. And so the big thing is Damian Lillard going to show up? Because he didn't even want to show up before all this stuff happened. So is Damian Lillard going to show up?
No, he didn't want to show up if there was no chance that
No, but remember, Portland voted no on the format, even including the play-in tournament.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just thought he said no if
Portland was the only team to vote no.
Oh, okay. I just thought he said no if there was no way they were going to get into playoffs. So I don't know.
So I don't know, because I think he's given a real shot to win the championship, and no one is giving Portland a real shot to win the championship. So
Not if they're the 8 seed.
okay, so the one thing is I heard what's the guy's name on ESPN? Brian Windhorst. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Well, he said that these teams are gonna like these last 8 games aren't gonna be the last 8 games you had remaining. They're gonna be made for TV matchups.
Yeah.
And I think the Pelicans get screwed so hard by that because they're
I don't think
they're
so.
they're a made for TV team. Because no, remember, the Pelicans had the easiest remaining schedule heading into this, right? And Memphis had the hardest. Who are people more excited to see, Memphis or New Orleans? And I love Memphis. I love John Morant. And
I think people would be excited to see Memphis against New Orleans.
That would be a great game. But
Twice
that
in those last 8 games.
Yeah, but okay, and the tournament, right? But I think that they're going to put New Orleans against the Lakers. I think they're going to play the Clippers, and I think they're going to play the Celtics. I think they're going to play like good teams.
Honestly, I don't think it matters because I think no matter who plays who, these bottom 3 teams, Memphis, Portland, and New Orleans, are going to get screwed because all they're playing is the top 5 teams.
No, because the thing is if Portland won't get the hardest matchups. I don't think Portland will get the hardest matchups. And
I think Portland would get OKC. I think Portland would get Houston. I think Portland would get Denver.
I think Portland would get OKC, Houston, Phoenix. I think they'd get Washington. I think they'd get San Antonio. I don't think they'd get the – I think same thing with Memphis. I don't think they're going to get the tough games. And they were supposed to have – Memphis was supposed to have the toughest remaining schedule, and New Orleans was supposed to have the easiest remaining schedule. And I think going into this with the made-for-TV matchups, they're going to get screwed. Dude, I don't think
it'll be that bad.
Okay, think about it. Me and you, who usually don't give a shit about all this BS matchup stuff, we're so excited to watch New Orleans. We just that was our team.
Yeah.
So even we know that they're exciting. Everyone wants to watch them, especially with Zion.
Just like Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball.
Yeah, but even then, Zion, and you like Brandon Ingram and Lonzo Ball, and Zion, you don't even care that much about Zion, but everyone else does.
Yeah.
So they're going to get made for TV matchups, and I think they're going to get screwed. And I think Portland and Memphis are going to go into that series, and I think Portland's going to get the 8th seed.
I don't know.
I'm rooting for New Orleans to get the 8th seed because I want to see that.
You know why I am?
Because you want the fucking you want New Orleans to upset the Lakers.
No, because no. They would never upset the Lakers.
I
just think it would be funny that. We didn't make the playoffs for so long, and then the year we make it, so does Lonzo and Brandon Ingram, who haven't made it since
everyone makes it. Everyone makes it. So okay, so who do you think is going to get the 8th seed?
I mean, I think if they're playing correctly, Portland.
Portland, okay.
If with Damian Lillard,
if they play the schedules the way they're supposed to be, I pick New Orleans because they have the easiest remaining schedule, and I think you know what though, I don't want to disrespect Memphis because I think all Memphis has to do is win one game against for that tournament.
That's true.
So
there'll be no way they even catch up to them. No, there is, but still.
So I don't think it's hard. It's hard. Memphis or Portland is my pick if it's made for TV matchups. If not, I go New Orleans.
I also want New Orleans to make it because JJ Redick has a streak on the line.
Streak, yeah. And he might not even go.
And then going through the rest of this, it's kind of pretty easy. You have Lakers, and then the 8th seed Lakers, obviously.
Lakers.
You have Clippers, Dallas. That's gonna be a good series, but
that's gonna be a good first round series. But actually, I heard Luka's out of shape. His trainer said he's not in the best shape, and he's never been in the best shape. So if his trainer's saying he's not in the best shape, for Luka, that can be bad news. I think both him and Kristaps spent their time in
Clippers.
So I'm going Clippers. I'm going Clippers. Okay, this in my opinion, this is the most interesting.
Okay, then you have Denver, Houston.
This is the most interesting first round series, I think, and I'm going Houston. Think about
you know what? I'm going to go Denver because they have the biggest and he's versatile.
Hold up. Just think about this. Denver, one of Denver's best qualities is their home court advantage, correct?
I don't really pay attention to that, but I guess.
All right, so the one of their best is their home court advantage because of the altitude, and that messes people up. That's literally it's known about them.
Oh, okay, I get you.
And Nikola Jokic is skinny now, which we think is going to be good offensively, But defensively,
Why would it not be? They have no center.
Westbrook's gonna eat off Jokic, man. Dude, Westbrook is
No,
gonna
if Jokic
eat. No,
if Jokic is skinnier, he makes him more agile to
no,
defend.
but
I mean, he's not even a great defender.
He's gonna body him, dude. Literally
Oh
the
my
best
God.
centers are the strong ones against Westbrook. James Harden and they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat, man. They're gonna eat. Westbrook's gonna eat. I think I
I don't
picked.
know.
Okay, I mean I'm fine.
I think
I think
this matchup helps out Denver so much.
Houston in 6. Houston in 6.
I say
I
would.
still think I think Denver's the better team, but I just think with the situation, with no home court advantage.
Well, look, they do have Paul Millsap.
Yeah, but I still go Houston, man. They have Paul Millsap.
They have Paul Millsap and Nikola Jokic.
Westbrook and
they have
Harden are
Bobo
going to
coming off the
combine.
bench.
Westbrook and Harden are going to combine for like 70 points, man.
But they have Bobo.
No, all right. So you pick Denver, I pick Houston, right?
I don't know. I don't pick Denver either because they don't have no type of guards. But I just think
they have Jamal Murray, and if Jamal Murray can play more off guard, that would help him. Like I think
Murray's like not even he's nothing to me. I don't care.
But also here, consider this though: Houston and
I take Ben Simmons over Jamal Murray.
OKC and Houston are tied. OKC and Houston are tied. So OKC and Houston swap.
Oh, okay.
So, but I still go.
But if they swap positions, then I give it to OKC.
I give it over Denver.
I kind of do.
I don't know, man. I really like, but the thing is, outside of those three guys,
You have Shai.
You have Shai. You have Chris Paul.
You have Shai, Chris Paul, and
Steven Adams, and Schroeder, and Danilo Garnett. Those guys are great. But the thing is, with those, I literally like. There was some net rating thing about it. Those three guys have to be on the court for them to be good at all. Like, if it's Chris Paul and Shai, no Dennis Schroeder, they suck. If it's Dennis Schroeder and Shai and no Chris Paul, they suck. If it's Chris Paul and whatever, they suck. They need to have all three on the court to be good. Dude,
what's wrong with that?
Well, I just think they need to, like, in the playoffs, it's gonna be intense. Like, you're gonna need a little bit more rest. And
I just think Houston is a more favorable matchup for Denver Nuggets because of Jokic.
Westbrook's gonna eat on Jokic, bro. He's skinny.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that's not true. I don't think Denver has anything to oppose Russell Westbrook or James Harden, even with just one of them on the court.
Well, let's do 3-6 Houston, Denver. I'm picking Houston.
Okay, I'm gonna say hard-fought 7-game series up in the air. I don't care who wins.
You don't care who wins. Well, pick one. Just
okay. Then the next matchup would be.
This matchup is easy. I decided this one
I'll go Houston. I'll go Houston.
You go Houston? Okay.
I'll go 7 games.
This 4-5 matchup is the easiest one in the whole series. It's OKC. OKC in 4. If OKC or
just
Houston
because
4.
They brought the virus to the league.
No, but dude, Bogdanovich is out for surgery, season-ending surgery.
Yeah, but that could.
Dude, he was the best scorer. They had no other. They have no other scores. No, Mike Conley. First of all, Mike Conley was very underwhelming. Donovan Mitchell, like chemistry issues. I don't see it, man.
Hey, he won horse. He won horse.
I don't care about horse, man. Dude, okay,
Look. They also have Jordan Clarkson, who was.
I like Jordan Clarkson. I love Jordan Clarkson. They have no Bogdanovich. It's over. He was their second best offensive player.
Joe Ingles.
Dude, they have shooting, yeah, but dude, Bogdanovich was the second best player. He took all the game winners. I go Bogdanovich.
I don't know. I think this is a good matchup for OKC.
Dude, no, OKC sweeps them.
Even with Bogdanovich out, they have a solid 6 players.
OKC or Houston sweeps them. I don't care which one it is. They're out. They don't have their. I think they don't have their second best offensive matchup, and they have chemistry issues. I don't see it. Defensive.
Oh, man, okay. I don't know about chemistry issues.
They definitely have chemistry issues.
But okay, so now you have You have Lakers against Utah or OKC.
All right, hold up. My internet is kind of lagging out. Lakers against OKC. I go Lakers against OKC. I go Lakers in 5.
Okay, I go Lakers too.
Lakers in how many?
Um, the Clippers versus Lakers. Yeah, Lakers in finals 5. Five is fine. Maybe even a sweep. If it's the Clippers, it's a sweep.
Clippers. Wait, you think Clippers sweep the Lakers?
No. Lakers sweep the OKC.
Okay, and Clippers. Who do the Clippers play? Houston.
Clippers play Houston. Yeah,
I give that to Clippers in 6, maybe 7.
6 as well. 6 as well.
I think 7 if skinny James Harden comes back and plays really well, and Westbrook play really well, and they find some better schemes, then they.
What if it's homeless James Harden?
Yeah, well, homeless James Harden is going to be fast. I don't know. We'll see. I go Clippers in 6, but Houston. I'm a big fan of Russell Westbrook, so I think, Houston can make some trouble, and especially since home court is on. All right, Lakers. Who Lakers play?
Clippers.
Oh fuck. Okay, this is a big one. Me and you are probably going to disagree on the outcome of this.
I think it just depends if they're able to either have Dwight Howard or Boogie Cousins.
I think they're going to get one of the two. There's no, and Dwight Howard hasn't even made up his mind on if he's not coming back yet, even though he was one of the biggest guys speaking out against this. I go Lakers.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying if Dwight Howard doesn't play and they get Boogie, then I think they're good.
Okay, I go Lakers. I think.
And
fuck. 7. 6, 7, 6.
It's so hard because you don't know how healthy Paul George is.
You don't know how healthy Paul George is, and even I think if Paul George comes back unhealthy, I think it's Lakers in 5 or 4. But if he comes back,
no, Lakers in 6. Because I think Kawhi, you can't say Kawhi in 5. Sorry.
You can. I don't know. The thing is, Lou Williams I'm scared of because they're gonna pick him apart, man. Defensively, they're gonna just go at him every time. I think that hurts when your biggest guy, one of your biggest scorers, and your big clutch guy is not.
Who's defending Lou Williams?
Danny Green.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
The thing is it also depends if Avery Bradley comes back. That's guy.
What I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck yeah, you're right. Okay,
Avery. What happens if you have Dion Waiters there instead of Avery Bradley? Does that benefit you against Lou Williams?
No, but I think you have KCP guarding him. Danny Green or KCP.
You're right.
I still think you'll be able to do it. It just your defense won't be as towering as it was in the regular season. They were a great defensive team, and the last weekend they really showed what they could do. But if Avery Bradley comes back, I think it's Lakers in 6. If Avery Bradley doesn't come back, Lakers in 7.
I'm gonna say 7-game series up in the air. I can't choose this one.
You can't choose this one. All right, who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Because I know you're a Lakers fan. You love the Lakers, but Anthony really hurt.
It sucks, but Paul George is my favorite player, and Kawhi is an amazing player. But it's the Lakers. Honestly, if Dwight Howard's here, I want the Lakers to win.
Dude, I don't know. I can't imagine rooting against the Lakers no matter what they do. I know the AD trade hurt you. But
no. Look, if Dwight Howard's back and Rondo's playing great, I'd be so happy for the Lakers too.
Rondo, dude,
those are my 2 favorite Lakers.
Rondo, nah, dude, we can't.
I'm just a lifelong Rondo fan. Rondo's just great.
Caruso's my guy. I never really liked Rondo in Boston. Not my guy. Okay, finals. Who do you go? I go Lakers. In 6.
If it's Milwaukee Lakers. Wait.
Yeah, I think it's Lakers in 6, man.
No, you know what? If it's Lakers, Milwaukee, and if it's Clippers, Milwaukee, Clippers.
No, I don't think so, dude. Dude, remember what they did to them the last game? The only game that Milwaukee played really well in was when Giannis hit 5 threes, and that's not going to happen again. If Giannis comes back shooting lights out from 3, I'll give it to Milwaukee in 6. Okay, Milwaukee in 5 if he's doing this shit
All right,
again.
you know what? Yeah, I just wanted to put a situation where Milwaukee wins. I think no matter who Milwaukee faces, they lose.
I think Lakers or Clippers are the champions.
Sadly, as much as I want Giannis to get a championship, no matter who he faces, he's gonna lose this
Yeah,
year.
but you know what? I think he's got it. I think he's got it next year or in 2 years. I don't know. This is actually more
I would
important
think
for.
2 years.
This is more important for because if Giannis wins the finals this year, he becomes the youngest guy to like win the finals. Younger than Kobe, younger than LeBron, younger than all these guys. Like right or Kobe.
Really?
Kobe was
No.
young. Kobe was younger, but like you know what I mean. Like to lead his team. No, like out of like
He could be the youngest NBA Finals
no.
MVP.
What I mean is the youngest guy to like lead a championship team, that can be in the conversation as an all-time great. You know what I mean? Like LeBron didn't win it this young.
Wow.
Jordan didn't win it this young. 25 would be pretty young.
Kawhi won it this young.
No, Kawhi doesn't count. Kawhi didn't lead his team to the championship in 2014.
He got a Finals MVP.
I don't care. Andre Iguodala got a Finals MVP. He played well in the series. He clamped up LeBron, and he didn't lead it. That was an ensemble chip.
All right, you're right.
All right. Well, okay. So we the conclusion of this video is Lakers or Clippers are the NBA champion. It'll be interesting to see how
The
everything.
NBA champion comes from LA.
The NBA champion comes from LA. I personally hope it's Lakers. I'm rooting for the Lakers. I could see it go either way. I actually had a bet with my dad when it was still looking like normal health situations. If the Lakers went to the finals, he had to buy me tickets. The Clippers went to the finals, I had to buy him tickets. And it fucking sucks. Like I feel like everyone is like against me because of the Lakers. Like they all love everyone in my household.
I just don't
everyone I
think the
know
Lakers
loves
deserve
Kawhi.
it.
Everyone loves Kawhi. It
I
does
just
feel
don't think the Lakers deserve it.
why? Because you feel like they bought it.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess. I
it's
don't
like
know.
the Golden State Warriors, like
Also,
the Miami Heat.
I liked watching LeBron. LeBron.
Not like
Here's the thing. You'd feel
sorry,
different about it
It's just it's not like the Miami Heat. It's just like the Warriors.
if you felt like when you watch like if the Lakers had landed Paul George instead of LeBron and that was the guy that made them championship contenders, you'd be rooting for them, right? No matter how they landed him,
Of
like
course,
whatever.
1000%.
But like it's just you don't really relate to LeBron like I do. Like LeBron was a guy I watched in the finals a lot, like growing up. So it was just a guy I kind of grew towards.
Yeah, but this isn't about LeBron for me. It's about Anthony Davis.
It's about everyone for me. I like Anthony.
Right now, Anthony Davis is like Kevin Durant to me.
But he didn't. Yeah, I guess whatever. You know what? He didn't.
I don't know.
Dude, the thing is that New Orleans, he gave him so many
And
chances.
I love Anthony Davis.
No, because the thing is, it was Dell Demps. It was Dell Demps and those guys. They sucked. David Griffin is a great GM, but dude, he gave them. It took too long for them to figure their shit out, man. It took too long. He wouldn't have left. Like the thing is, Milwaukee is able to be in the conversation to keep Giannis because they run a great shit. Like they have good coaches, good GMs, good training staff. Like the Pelicans were sharing training staff with the Saints at one point.
Wait, I want to throw in a fun fact before we end.
All right.
Who's the youngest ever NBA champion?
Patrick McCaw.
Nope. Drafted #1 overall.
Oh, Magic Johnson. No.
2003 NBA draft?
LeBron wasn't the youngest Finals MVP.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't LeBron. Sorry, it was who was he drafted before? Oh, #2.
Darko Milicic. Is it Darko Milicic? God damn it, Rudy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's all we have time for. Follow us on all our social media. I'll put the links in the description. This video took way longer. We went way longer than I thought.
We already went a half an hour longer now.
I don't know, dude. It's 11:35. I think we started at 9. I can't remember. I have no sense of time. But that's it for today. Obviously, hopefully, we'll have more shit to talk about if the NBA comes back. But for now, that's about it. All right. Peace out.
Signing off.
Yeah.
Hasta luego.
All right. I'm gonna end the call.
All right. Bye. Good night. Have fun.